we're closing out the Global Energy Forum 2021 right now. This concludes our programming for the day, and it brings us to the close, sort of the 2021 Global Energy Forum. I say sort of because tomorrow we have a special addition to this year's forum. This special program is called Common Ground on Climate Bipartisan Summit, and it will feature Representative Darren LaHood, Representative Donald McEachin, former U.S. Senator Kelly Ayotte, and CNN commentator Van Jones. Senator Chris Coons is also likely to join. It starts at 9 a.m., and you can find out more info on the app or at the Atlantic Council website. So we really hope you see you there. Now, let me welcome Fred Kempe back to the virtual stage. Fred, what a remarkable forum. I'm incredibly proud of what our whole team was able to accomplish, both in terms of substance and the virtual platform that we put together to convene the event at all hours, all around the world.
Well, before I go on, I'm just going to salute your team, Randy, you and every member of your team. You have been listening in, know that over the last 2 weeks, we've had an insurrection, an impeachment, and an inauguration. We've shown the vulnerability of the American system of government, our democracy, and we've shown the resilience and the durability. And I think that has come out to be the more strong message. But the fact that this took place at this period of time, and the fact that we had so much uncertainty after our November elections, and that this team pulled off all of this over the last few days, is just really a testament to your leadership, Randy, and to the team. And the numbers and the statistics are amazing. Yesterday alone, we set a new Atlantic Council record for Twitter engagement with over 1.1 million impressions. We held, over the space of the forum, 20 public and private sessions since we opened the forum on Tuesday.
50, Fred, 50. 50 sessions.
What did I say?
You said 20. I had to jump in and correct you there because.
Well, it is over 20, but it happens to be over 50 as well.
Yes.
Sorry, over 50. I don't know why how 20 came out of my mouth, but I think we're all a little bit weary.
We're a little delusional.
The last few days. But over 50 public and private sessions since we opened the forum on Tuesday. We've missed the conversations in the hallways. We've missed the conversations over dinner. But in exchange for that, we've been able to reach a global audience of a size that's really quite remarkable. The agenda was packed with 60 corporate presidents and CEOs, 12 ministers, 4 members of Congress, the US Congress, and 1 member of the British royal family. And of course, the forum audience was from every corner of the globe. So substantively, I can't imagine a better time to hold this forum. I mentioned in my opening that this could be an example of how in a time where facts are being challenged, we could be thoughtful, we could be fact-based, we could be science-based, and then this could be the kind of debate that the energy and climate community needs. The fact that this conference did take place over our time of the inauguration also underscored the importance of our politics to everything we do. As our panelists noted in the remarkable panel at the end of the inauguration, the US does need and continue to need to play the international role it does. But we also, as President Biden said, need to end our uncivil war at home. As he said, we need to lead not by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. And I hope the power of the example of this Atlantic Council Global Energy Forum, the 5th annual, with our remarkable partners in the UAE, will lead to many more interactions of all of you in the future.
Thank you, Fred. Fred, what about substantive takeaways? What do you think that the key messages are from the sessions that you've participated in and watched?
Well, it's hard to beat His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. And I thought what was most remarkable after this session with the CEOs of BP and of Bank of America was where he came in at the end and said, you know, I've been working on a lot of these issues for 40 years. And he said, but now the floodgates have opened. People, I've been pounding away at companies, I've been pounding away at the public-private sector to come together, and now people are doing it. On the other hand, I thought you had also an interesting voice from Hunter Hunt. During this energy transition, fossil fuels are going to be around for a long time to come and are going to play a really important role. We're talking about the decarbonization of carbon, actually. And he noted that the rapid growth of renewables might simply be an energy addition instead of being known mostly by an energy transition. The overarching sense I get is that we're on the cusp of something quite important. I always like to talk, Randy, I like to talk about things of inflection points, but you really do have a feeling from the period of COVID-19 where so much has accelerated, but so has the energy transition accelerated and so much of the technologies that we're talking about. So time has never been more of the essence, and I think we're living in a time of accelerated change.
Yeah, I think that was probably the key takeaway of the Global Energy Agenda, the report that we launched on Tuesday. We say at the Global Energy Forum that we're here to set the energy agenda for the year. And if there is one singular energy agenda, it is that all energy leaders need to work to realize the opportunity of the post-COVID energy system. We have our work cut out for us this year, and there's just so much to do, but there really hasn't been a moment where the stars have aligned in such a way that we might actually make real progress on climate change. Fred, I will leave it to you to close it out. I do want to say thank you to my team. It is a large team, but we've got, as I think many of you are aware, we're doing this out of my house because we couldn't get to our office. So we've got Roger Morales, Bain Ennis, Yvette Kruma, and Reed Blakemore, all have moved in for 4 days. The rest of the GEC team spread out. We have Olga Kokova in Florida, Emily Burlinghouse in Ohio, David Yellen in Massachusetts, Dick Morningstar in Massachusetts, Zach Strauss, Maggie Jackson, and Jennifer Gordon, all here in Washington. I don't think I forgot anybody. I think John Suin. John Suin also here in Washington. And then we have a great events team that Julie Varghese leads with Vicente Garcia, with Yvette and with Kate Sager, and the communications team with Andrew Marshall, Alex Kissling, Bridget Korma, and the rest. And then we can't forget Jackson Styron as well, working with Roger on all the video. And then I want to make sure to also thank Jason's team at CVW, who, when we came to them with this idea, which we all thought was crazy, we came with this idea 3 weeks ago, which we thought was crazy and maybe not technologically possible. People were trying to talk us out of it and saying, you just can't do it. He came to us and said we could. And I have to say, they pulled it off and have shown us some remarkable things. So they are really, really tremendously talented. So thank you to everybody. I apologize if I've forgotten some people, but this is a remarkable team. And I hope everybody's able to get some sleep. Of course, after the final program tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. With that, Fred, over to you to close out.
So Randy, I think in the future, when we do one of these virtual shows, we're just going to have to run the credits. Produced by, brought by, technical assistance from. Look, at the end of this edition, this unique edition of the Global Energy Forum, I want to thank our guests from around the world. We did things at odd hours to reach constituencies for whom it was not an odd hour. And so we had programs that fit in the Asian timeframe, the Middle Eastern timeframe, the European timeframe, the US timeframe. We really have learned a lot from this, the power of hybrid convening, but there also is a lot lost from the people you're used to seeing, you like to see, you've built your relationships with them. We did undertake this at an uncertain, unprecedented time, and each of you responded accordingly and allowed us to set the energy agenda. As I close, I want to thank our presenting partners, but these are the people I also miss seeing this year. the UAE Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure, and Minister Suhail Al-Mazrui, with whom I brainstormed the beginning of this 5 years ago, and we're still here. ADNOC and its CEO, Dr. Sultan Al-Jaber, Mubadala Musaba Al-Kabi, and Masdar, led by the CEO, Mohammed Jamil Al-Ramai. I also want to thank our co-chairs, Halima Croft of RBC Capital, also a member of our board, Halima is, and Tim Holt of Siemens Energy, as well as our international media partner, CNBC, and the inimitable Hadley Gamble. In the meantime, I'm signing off from Washington for this absolute fantastic virtual edition of the Global Energy Forum, day 2 of the Biden administration. Please join the Common Ground Climate Summit tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Stay safe, wear a mask. We look forward to welcoming you all back to the forum next year, and we certainly hope we'll see you all in Abu Dhabi. Bye-bye, and congratulations to everybody, and thank you for being part of this remarkable gathering.